Here is a help video on IXL.com. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open up the internet. I'm going to use Google, and I'm going to go straight to IXL.com. Here's what IXL.com looks like. It actually has just a bunch of grade levels and skills, all the way up to 12th grade. The different skills could be math, language arts, science, social studies, and you can click on the appropriate skill according to whatever grade you want. Now at the top, this is where you need to sign in. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. If you do not have your login information, please make sure that you email your teacher and get that information from them so you can log in and do your work. When you log in, it takes you straight to your analytics, or basically the progress you've done. But I need to go back to the skills. So I'm going to click on this IXL that you see here, and it's going to take me back to the skills. Let's say we were looking for, 6th grade math, no, let's just start with 6th grade math, actually. Let's not look for a category yet. When you click on 6th grade math, these are all the possible skills you could practice. There are hundreds. It's daunting. It may look confusing, but actually it's really well organized, as you'll notice. Starting at the top, I have A with whole numbers, and it moves on with those skills, and then B with multiplication, and it moves on with those skills. They're numbered. C, division, and then the numbered skills, D, E, F. As you'll notice, it goes just along in the alphabet. So let's go back to the beginning real quick. Let's say we were looking for 8th grade math, K2. So first of all, we have to find 8th grade, and that's not very difficult. As you can see, these are numbered. So 8th grade's here, and I have 8th grade math. So I'm just going to click on the 8th grade math skills. I'm looking for K2. So let's look for the letter K and then 2. Well, let's follow the alphabet here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down to K. Here's K and 2. So that wasn't hard to find. Let's go ahead and click on it and see what it does. It takes us straight to the skill and we can start doing it. I'm not going to do this one. Let's do a different one, something a little bit easier. Let's do 7th grade math. And then, let's pick one from there. 7th grade math. Let's do compare and order integers. So B6. I'm going to click on it and start looking at these problems. Compare these and the correct answer. I'm going to go ahead and start doing these problems. And what you should notice whenever I do these problems is this score over here, your SMART score. So I'm going to start doing these. As you notice, I did the first one. My score is automatically 12. The more you get right, the higher your score is going to go. Of course, you can only get a perfect score of 100. So let's continue here. This is going to be 1 is less than. -9 is less than 1. So I did 3 problems, and my score is 32. Let's go ahead and get one wrong on purpose. 0 is less than -9, let's say. Oh, it is incorrect. If it's incorrect, that's okay. It actually goes through an explanation as to why you might have got it wrong. Just follow the explanation, and once you've looked it over and you think you understand, go ahead and just press got it, and keep going. -6, less than. 2 is less than. Also less than. Now, I'm going to keep going until I get to a score of about 70, and you'll see what happens next. Well, once I get close and my score is getting near 70, or once it gets to 70, now the question's changed and it becomes a little bit more difficult. It does this on purpose because as you get better at the skill, it wants to present you with a little bit harder problems, so that way you're not always seeing easy problems. Now I have to put these in order. Now that I have a score above 70, I get my first medal. Now, all depending on your teacher, you might not have to get this high of a score. They may only ask you to get 50. The math department here at this school, if you get 80 or above, that's what we aim for because 80 is proficient. Now, I'm only going to ask my students to get it to 70 or above, which is great. Let's go ahead and continue here. But to know what your teacher wants, ask your teacher to be sure what score you should get. Every teacher might be different. Now that I've got a score of 80, I got my second medal. That means I got proficient in this skill. Now, if this was me and my students and they got a 70 or better, technically they could stop right now. They don't have to do any more work. They could actually exit out of this altogether and it would save their progress. Let's go ahead and do that actually. So I'm going to leave. Let's say I go back to google.com. That's okay. I got a score of 81. No matter what I do after that, it saves my progress because I was logged in. Now let's go back to IXL.com. Now let's assume we were not logged in. I'm going to sign back out and go to just a random skill. Let's go to something in fourth grade, math skills. And I'm going to do A1. It asked me to sign in, but purposely, I'm not going to, just to show this point. What number is shown? So it looks like, let's say these are 10s and these are 1s. So maybe it's 34. Oh, it goes through an explanation as to why I might have got it wrong. And you just press got it and you keep going. So these are hundreds. So it's 228. I got a score of 20 so far. Now, let's just go ahead and sign in now that I got a score of 20. Now that I've logged back in, it says, hey, welcome back. And my score is 0. That's because if you do not log in, it will not save your progress. The very first thing you should do anytime you come to IXL, the first thing you should log in. Otherwise, your progress will not be saved and it won't be counted. Your teacher can't see your grade and your teacher will not give you the grade. So make sure the very first thing you always do is log in. This is not the only way to get to IXL.com or your assignments. Let's go back to Google and let's say we were doing Google Classroom. I'm going to go to Google Classroom. Let's pretend I'm a student and I'm taking a math class. So I'm going to go to period 1, math. And if I'm a student looking for my assignments, I'm going to go to the top and click on classwork. I'm going to find one of my IXL assignments. They're labeled really well under the IXL category. I'm going to pick one. Let's say it's absolute value. Now the link is already in here, which is great. All I got to do is click the link and it will take me straight to the assignment and I can start doing it. I'm already logged in, but if I wasn't, this is the very first thing I should do, log in, then go ahead and start. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this until I have a score of 70. What's the opposite of 13? And this is 20, -4. Oops, I didn't type -4 because that's absolute value. See me getting all caught up, doing things quickly, not paying attention. -14, 8, 2, 2, 3. Oh, incomplete answer. Continue here with 3, 6, 19, 30. Oh, opposite. And 98. I now have a score of 71. I got my medal. If this was my class, I would be finished. I can stop. If your teacher requires you to go higher, then get a higher score, and then you can stop. But I can go ahead and even exit off of this. And I'm okay. It saves my progress. Then I can go to this assignment and I'll click on it and then I can press turn in because I finished it.